Welcome everybody to this new video of Solaris playing Utopia, Diplomacy or Intrigue. In the previous episodes, we are struggling to keep up with the victory conditions. We fell in the 4th place because we lost a resort base, and we have our worst enemy that is ramping up in credits and also ramping up having more resort base than we do. So what we're going to do in this episode is taking whatever measures necessary to keep up and to get back, at least to get back to our 2nd place, and maybe to bypass and be in the 1st place and reach 100% before the Rictor Guild can do. So without any further ado, let's get started. I looked a little bit what we have done in the previous game, at the previous session, I should say, or previous episode. And I think there are a fair amount of things that I can modify. The first thing is I need more constructors. I need more constructors because I lost one, and I need to construct a lot of resort base. So our planet at the moment, our main planet, is actually constructing pirate base. Okay. Okay. So our main planet base is actually constructing colony ships. That being said, we have other planets that could construct constructors, especially this planet, Gemini 3, can construct additional constructors. So I'm gonna immediately request Gemini to construct additional constructors. I want at least 5 constructors made. So that's the first step. So we can replenish all the constructors, and if I'm not mistaken, I think all the constructors that we are gonna do in Gemini 3 okay, so I did it in the wrong planet. Apparently I had selected Genmenri Major 1 for some reason, so I'm gonna undo that. I want it in Gemini. Gemini is constructing colony ships for some reasons. Alright. Okay, so maybe those guys can do it then. Yeah, this is gonna take time to construct the colony ship. How much so that's in construction yards, okay. How much people this planet has at the moment? 58 million. They're gonna take time to do it. Oh well. Alright, so let's still try to do it. Alright, so that's the MK10 design. So what is the MK10 design? Construction, that's base, construction. Alright, so I just want to view the design. Oh, we have shields, we have additional shields. Okay. So we can retrofit that. And the reactor has been retrofitted, but not the shields. Okay. Let's see what the computer does. Yeah, you replace the shield. Okay, perfect. We're good. So we're gonna keep it that way, but it's with 3500 hyper space speed, which is perfect. Okay, so we're gonna do the improvement for all our ships, for all the private ships, So that's gonna trigger, and also for the base, retrofitting from the private sector. All right. So that's bases and ships. Oops, I cannot select the ships correctly. Sorry, guys. All right, so they're gonna be at the latest design. So we're gonna go back at Geminia Major 1. And we're gonna construct a bunch of constructors, at least 5, as I said. So I'm done what I'm doing right now, but you know, hopefully if I will be able to construct it quickly. So that's gonna be the first measure because I want to construct a lot of resource bases. The second is, in the previous episode, I was trying to focus solely on black holes because black holes are generally pretty good scenes to construct resource base, but there may be other scenery points where I can do it. So essentially it's scenery if it's black holes, but apparently there's another space there that we explored in this planet. So I would be interested to send a constructor and doing a resource base here as well. All right. So the purpose is to literally catch up. I want to colonize more planets to secure the influence zone around, and I also want more construction ship to construct more resource bases. I also want to force the state sector to construct more passenger ship so we can have more passengers delivered to those resource base so we can have more money. Because when we go here, we can see that we are generating a little bit of resource income, but when we look at the victory conditions, we can see that we have 5 resource base at the moment, which is not too bad. No. We don't have 5. It's the Riktokan guild that has 5. But we're gonna have more than 5. At the moment, if I'm not mistaken, resource base, we have 2, and we have 2 on construction. All right. And I think that every single one of them are constructing a resource base. So we're gonna have two more resource bases. So we're gonna have 6 resource base when they're gonna finish, and all those guys are gonna construct, gonna try to construct resource bases. Now, here's the catch. Most of the scenery points, right? That is there. Okay, there's one extremely still. So I haven't set a construction there, but I think I set a construction there. So some of those black holes already send a construction ship to. So if I look at those one, this one is here, this one is there. So those 2 are being constructed, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So all those black holes are not having a construction ship yet, but there is those 2 ones that are about to construct a resource base. So we're gonna look into that. We're gonna look where the construction base are gonna be constructed for those 2 construction ships, and after we're gonna send for the other ones. The next thing that we're gonna do is continue to send our ships into exploration. So I want my explorers to continuously, relentlessly be exploring. Okay. So all of them are either exploring, and the beauty of that is if they continue to explore, they may find additional resource base. So that's what I'm banking on. I need to beat those guys, which we can see here. We need to beat the Riktokan guilds have more resource base than them, and generate more tourist income from it. We want to have this tourist income from 20% all the way up to 100%. The other thing that we need to look is how can we increase this income. Pretty sure that there are technologies that will allow us to do so. A galactic capital, United Commerce, duty free, regional governance, planetary governance, reduce the corruption, trainer, galactic governance, galactic harmony, colony. Okay, command, play, total command, the Russian projects, distant, what? I didn't see that. Total immersion recreation. Distant World 2 announced. I didn't see that. I'm pretty sure that's the modder of the game that say please announce Distant World 2. That will be the epiphany of recreation, right? Originally expected in the 21st century, this wonder of the universe contained the long anticipated sequel to the greatest 4X game of all time, Distant Worlds. The release of Distant World to increase the happiness of every colony in the Empire. Not that each wonder may only be built once in the galaxy, and you must be the first empire to complete the wonder. And that's a plus 10 on colony development, plus 50% in colony happiness. Okay, but I found that funny when I say Distant World Universe 2. Like, I'm not the only one that say please do a Distant World Universe 2. It's such an awesome game. Anyway. Okay. So that's medical. I'm not necessarily sure if this will increase our revenue from tourism, though. Because even if we increase the personnel that we can move in a passenger ship, is not going to increase the amount of tourists that is going to be moved by ships, unfortunately. That's unfortunate, but we could increase our colonization capabilities to be able to colonize more planet and having recreational centers there with passenger capacity that will allow our space ports to have passengers. But if there is no scenery there, I don't know if people will be interested. But we can check it out. We can see if that's gonna make any difference. Because the ability of colonizing a planet opened up a fair amount of new colony for us. So I wonder what kind of planets do we have around here in those systems, and knowing also that we need to avoid specific we need to avoid specific colonies. So desert planets are the best for us. Okay, it's not saying there, but we're gonna go in the help. Alien race, Securans, and let's see. So continentals, desert planets, ocean worlds are not good for us. Ice planets are normal. Okay, so we really can colonize desert worlds and continental worlds, but maybe, you know, researching ice planets maybe, but plus 100%. Let me see. Swamp worlds could be good. Volcanic is not good. Oceanic is not good. And ice planets are not sure. But swampy, swamp colonies don't seem to have any penalties or bonuses. So I can take that. We can also try to do terraforming. Increase the happiness, the quality, increase the happiness and income of the colony. Although damage will naturally repair over time, the terraforming facility repair damage much faster. Okay, so let's try to research terraforming and the swamps as well. Desert colony growth are doubled. That's not too bad. Desert plus colonization. Ah, okay. I didn't research the deserts. And continental and marshy swamp. And what is that doing, colonization? Ah, yeah, that's to increase the colonization, which is pretty good. We can start with a way bigger pop. Ah. I wonder if I put passenger modules in a base, even if it's not a scenery, would that allow people allow to have some tourism? Even if it's worth to try. Because if that is the case, we're gonna need to have more efficient personal transit, optimize basic storage, to have enhanced colonization. That's not too much, but we need to research this and that to be able to research this. And after to research that, which is what we are interested in, we need to have this. Oh my goodness. It's gonna take a few research. Okay. So that could be pretty good, because that will allow us to have huge colonization ships, and we can start colonies at 300 population instead of the actual 25 million. So our planets will start growing and being more efficient faster, which is not bad. So we'll see. We're also about to take 3 colonies. It's those colonization ships are being constructed right now, and we're gonna send colonization ships to those areas as soon as possible. So yeah, all right, let's give it a try. Okay, so things are happening. We have our escorts files being retrofitted, which is not too bad. The just Lakens. What is this? Conformity have declared war. The unfair community have declared war on the true Slukens. Okay. Where are they? Annoyed. Oh yeah, it's them. Oh, okay. They're the same race and they declared war to each other. Why? Interesting. Presume that the Tikans that don't want to have a free trade agreement with us. Let's look at our characters. So this ambassador, which is pretty damn good, I must say, is here. And I presume that those guys are pretty pissed at us at the moment, but the relationship is improving thanks to our ambassador. We have 3 ambassadors, right? So we have that one, the brand new one, which is with the Tikans. And where did I put that ambassador? Here. Okay. Ah, yeah, okay, which is another nation. Okay. I would like to see if I can have trade agreements with other people. Are there in the ways of darkness? Wow. The ex-humans. Alright. Funny enough, they're pleased with us. Even if they don't like the utopian government, they're pleased with us. We have a fairly good reputation, so... Trying to find any races that have a good relationship that I could have, except those guys, because they're about to win. And it's their winning condition to have free trade agreements with people. Okay, so those guys are neutral, but they don't want to be friends with us. I could send the ambassador that I sent by mistake, that I sent here. I can send that ambassador to those guys, see if she can make friends out of them. That's pretty much it, fortunately. So we're gonna let the time continue. Ah, okay, so that is for the interceptors. Okay, well, fair enough. Yeah, our genius is being a genius, which is good. Yeah, we have people giving us money. Money is not necessarily a problem in this instance, to be quite frank. Yeah, sorry. Where is it? Trade sanctions over, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we had trade sanctions with those people. Okay, this guy has no mission. How dare you have no mission? What makes you think that you can have no mission? You're crazy. Absolutely insane. Go back, explore the sector, my friend. You're not allowed to have no missions. How many other ships have no missions like that? No, yeah, okay. Awesome. So as I say, money is not an issue. The bonus income that we are receiving from our agreements, you know, from our spaceports, from the trades with Calzon, is sustaining us at the moment. And to be quite frank, if I look at the tax, in my main planet, I'm only at 25%. I'm not taxing anything else, and I'm sustaining my empire very easily because of all the monetary... Ah, there is a ship there that is not doing anything because it just have been retrofitted to the MK design. So, shall we explore? All this has been explored already, which is good. Some of that has been explored, not all of it. And, what are the part of the system that are uncharted? Maybe we can go there and explore that sector and see if there are more scenery. There is also those areas generally are pretty good for scenery as well, the novas. Monetary gift. Monetary gift. No tap swap. Not tap swap. No territory swap. No. Not interested. Aha! We have colonized a brand new world. Have we? No. Has been colonized. The existing population and tickets also joined your empire. Oh, wait, let me read that. They have presented a gift for 50,000, almost 60,000 credits. Okay. So why are we fighting? Oh, they have a criminal network there. That's why. Okay. So, because we colonized the planet, and if we colonize it, it's gonna not be under the ownership of the pirates anymore. So that's the first time that I'm seeing this. They have 18% tax. Let's take the tax down. It's gonna be happy again. And I want to recruit some troops. Oh, there are some troops already. Alright. Alright, let's see. That's the troop general. Alright, so let's select the colony and go. What? Why did we raid my place? Who are those guys? It's parrots. I think this planet is under the control of the parrots. Okay. Okay. So do we have an agreement with those parrots? No. And they are pretty strong. Yeah, okay. Don't care. As I said, money is not a problem. Okay, so they're gonna leave. Now, what is funny is this. As you can see, they are supposed to take, because of the criminal network. Let's have a look. No. Yeah. The hidden fortress have been damaged. Okay. But because there is a criminal network, normally they are supposed to take a fair amount of corruption out of the GDP of the planet. But because I reduce it to 0%, nobody is being taxed, so they cannot steal money from it. I wonder if I can attack it. Can I attack? Because we have troops on this planet. We do. So let's see. Oops. Oh no, that's us. Yes, that's us. Okay, let's speed it up. Yeah, it's overwhelming. Unless they bring reinforcements, which they could, we're gonna win. We also have a pretty good troop general. I was trade sanction from those guys, which is not good. Those are the parrots. What are we doing there? Are we dropping something or? I think they are just refueling. We have eradicated the Dark Corporation faction from the colony in the first battle and destroyed all of their parrot facilities. Let's check this out to see if that is true. We did. So the planet is under our control. So I'm gonna garrison. We're gonna have a fair amount of troops that we need to pay. But I don't think that that's gonna be necessarily too much of a problem because we are pretty well advanced in reducing the cost. We can also do that to reduce even further the cost once this is gonna be done. So I think we're gonna be fine. We have a shortage in material, so I would like to have not a medium spaceport but a small spaceport, and I just want to ensure that in our small spaceports, if we have passenger ships and everything that we need for recreation centers, that would be actually pretty good. So that is retrofitted. We have you know, decent shields, nothing impressive, but it's okay. Habitations. Oh, you already have that. Is there any fighters? Yes. I think there is already a fighter bay. There is already fighters though. That we are pretty good with that. The fuel. Yeah, that's fine. Commercial accommodations. Yeah, that's fine. I think we'll put 4. The weapons are supposed to be updated. Not sure if there is autocannons. It does seem to have some autocannons, so I'll just put autocannons there just for defense purposes. We'll put the ECM countermeasure, targeting, which should have been done earlier. Damage control, there was one already. Okay, now duty free, there was one already. I think that's pretty much it. Maybe troops medical base, so my troops can regenerate faster. Could be good. And yeah, that will suffice. Let's build the small spaceport. Okay. I also want to make sure that my other spaceports are having those features. I realize that my medium spaceport may not have those features, which is a little bit unacceptable, I should say. Duty free. Yep. Are there fighters? No, there are no fighters in the medium one. What? There should be more. There should be fighters. Okay, cargo capacity, and I'm gonna add as well some commerce stations for people to stay. Why not? And the medical recreation center. There's one already, and the troops medical bay. That's gonna help. Put 2 just in case, and yeah. Are they the defense cannons? Yes. So we're good. So we're gonna be able to request the retrofitting of all our ports. So construction yards. All right. Gonna request all of them to be retrofitted to the latest design, and we're gonna retrofit this to the latest design as well. And that should be handy, I think. Monetary gift. All right. Oh, we have 448. So why did they impose the trade sanction on us? We have a utopian paradise and they naturally dislike us. Okay, well, that's fine. We have our diplomat there already. She will be... Oh, whoa. 129,000? Yeah, okay, so that's because the private sector is requesting the construction of many more ships. Okay, we're not looking at the right area. Yeah, those are mainly passenger ship. That's very good. Yeah. So there's traders, freighters. That's good for our business. It's very good. Yeah. Perfect. All right, so we still have our construction ships being produced, but I'm pretty sure that we have a resource shortage, and I think that's the reason why the private sector are requesting more ships, is because they need to move resources around. At least that's what I assume. So, or what I would assume. Okay. So let's see. How is this progressing? We saw a shortage in silicon polymer. Colonizing is under attack. No. You colonize. 10 damage. Colonize that planet. You can do it. Let's freaking colonize it now. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Okay. Alright. We lost a colonization ship, which is unacceptable. Alright, what is the range? Okay, this thing has no fuel. Why is this thing having no fuel? It's a good question. Overpowering star. Okay, so I gotta take this out of the fleet. Being retrofit. Okay, so before sending another colonization ship to his doom, I shall send clearing forces there. Exchange the Grand Club and the detonator. No. Yeah. Anyway, I think I will pause the video here. We are already taking some measures to increase our construction capabilities, to have additional resource bases. And yeah, we're going to continue and try to keep going in this race. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. That will really help the channel. If you have any comments, leave it in the comment section below for feedback or ideas that I can do to win this game. And I will catch you on the next one. Thank you guys. Bye.